they make and how they hit the inside part of the bag.
Yes, and either foot. Doesn't matter when you get to the bag, you just hit it with the foot that's coming.
Yes.
Come on, Max. Come on.
Nice, I like his stride. I like his stride. I like his stride.
All right, draft preview week. We're here with Max Martin, Moorestown High School grad just last month, and now headed towards one of the most exciting periods of his life. Been on the high up on the draft board for a while now, and next week, July 17th, 18th, 19th, we're getting to draft time. Tell us about the draft combine, because you recently spent some time out in San Diego, a little bit nicer than it is here. Weather-wise for sure, but what do you tell us what that was like?
It was amazing getting down there. Everybody treated us really well. They had us in probably the biggest hotel in San Diego. It's where all the away teams come when they play them. So that was really nice. But no, they took care of us. They fed us. We had 5-course meals every single day for a week straight. Had a shuttle that took us to the ballpark if we wanted to every half hour. So there was always transportation to get wherever we wanted. We were nice in nice little downtown area, so they had like a whole bunch of places to get food, and everything's right near the ballpark. So you can pretty much see the field at all times if you're looking out the window. But it was an amazing experience being down there with all those guys. I met a lot of cool people there, and it's kind of just soaking up some knowledge from everybody, especially the college guys when they came in.
What was the best single experience? What was something you're going to remember most experience-wise?
Right. Probably getting to go on TV. I got to do the base running segment with Eric Davis and Harold Reynolds, so that was probably the coolest thing I did when I was there.
They knew you were perfect for the camera, right?
Yeah. First time.
Yeah, so you had that. Now you got back there, I guess, right end of June. So what have you been doing to get ready, now in this sort of downtime? Because, you're used to playing in the summer. Not really doing that this year, obviously. Probably missed that a little bit, but what are you doing kind of like on a daily to get ready?
Right. So right now I've just been more so just enjoying my time while I'm home. So I've been going out a lot. Just been going out and getting food with my friends and family, kind of just soaking up some time here. Because obviously, either way, whatever happens, if I go off, I'll either be in Florida or Arizona. And then if I go to college, I'll be by myself or with the roommate, and then I'm going to start a whole nother chapter of my life. So I'm kind of just taking in the time that I'm home and kind of just enjoying everything one last time. Not that it's the last time I'm going to be here and be able to enjoy the same experiences, but it's just a little different since I know this is kind of like my last time around as an 18-year-old kid. So
yeah,
I've just been enjoying myself.
Definitely. You been spending some time down at Ascent also with the guys there?
Yeah, I try to go down there once every 2 weeks, just to get in the facility. But for the most part, I'm usually up here at USA Prime, just because it's super close. So it's like 10 minutes away. So I'm used to just in here hanging out, just like today. I just came by. I was kind of just at home, and I wanted to be around baseball a little bit. So I just drove by and kind of just like watching the practices, and I usually just chill out here sometimes. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Is it a little strange not playing? Like I said, this is nice weather. You're used to being out playing every day, whether it's here, whether it's on the road, but you don't really have that this year.
Yeah, it is a little different. Not going away and playing a tournament every weekend, or playing like midweek games, going out to like Diamond Nation or Staten Island, just playing the perfect game tournament. But I mean, guess that's what it's about. It's kind of just like maintenance right now, and then in a couple of weeks, it's baseball every single day. So yeah, it's definitely a little weird. It's just right now I'm just taking care of my body and kind of just getting myself mentally ready, more so physically ready for next chapter of what I have to do.
Strange year at Moorestown, right? I mean, you guys never seemed to like, there was kind of, you didn't play a lot of games in the beginning of the season. And it seemed like some teams maybe use that time to get into more of a rhythm and get going. But, you know, obviously you leave a lot behind as far as talent for next year and beyond. Give us a little lowdown on some of the guys who are still coming back.
Right. So my brother obviously is going to be there, Samson Martin. He played right next to me this year, played third base. You know, he's a rising junior, which is crazy, just because it's my little brother, and I've kind of always seen him as, you know, a little brother, I guess. But, you know, now he's taller than me. He's bigger than me. He's a lot stronger than I was my junior year. And I think he has a lot of upside, and he has huge potential. And he's going to be there next year. We have one of my favorite guys on the team. He's a pitcher, Chase Crowberger. He threw a decent amount for us this year. Not as much, I think, as you should have thrown, but next year he's going to come back. I think he's going to be one of the aces, if not our ace for the team, and he also can hit well. So he's a good arm and another stick. And then Ryan Lynch, obviously, he's just, you know, he's a big kid, and he has a lot of stuff, and, you know, he just has to keep competing. And I'm really excited for some of those guys that are going to come back, just because obviously when I come back, I'm going to try to swing by if they have games, and, you know, kind of just check out what everybody's doing. But no, there's a lot of guys that are going to be behind that I know that are going to get a little bit more serious about the baseball career. And then, you know, our program each year, it's been getting better every single year since I was a freshman. So now it's kind of just piggybacking off what we did this year, and then continuously growing from here. So
yeah, now things are obviously going to change, you know, in a couple of weeks, significantly one way or the other. You know, either you'll have move into pro stage, or you'll pretty much know by that point you're moving to you know, college stage. To be able to play with your brothers, you mentioned one last time before things are different. You know, what was that like? What did that mean to you?
Right. So me and my brother, we've always had a really good relationship, and we spend a lot of time together, but we don't always have to be talking all the time to, you know, enjoy each other's presence. So I played with him when I was really little. He got to come up and like play some games. Like we were doing like districts, like we were really little, like, you know, like 10, he was like 8. So we just like play together kind of like on some small fields over there. And then a couple of years ago, I got one of my coaches I like begged him to let him play up in Diamond Nation with us. So that was one other time. But no, this year was really sentimental for me, having him right next to me. You know, he could have been like an outfielder, like pitching the whole time, but it was kind of cool to have, you know, two Martin brothers right next to each other on the left side of the infield. But I mean, I learned a lot from him this year. I got to help him a lot too. You know, it's kind of nice seeing that I'm going to be leaving some knowledge behind him. You know, it's not a lot to it. It's just we enjoyed each other this year. We were playing next to each other. So I'm kind of just excited for what he does next. But it was a big deal. My parents are super happy that we got to play with each other one more time. But this isn't the last time we'll be playing together, hopefully. You know, if everything goes right and all the cards are in our hands, we might be playing next to each other on TV one day. So
that would be the ultimate goal, right?
That would be the top goal, yeah.
San Diego weather is nice, as everybody says.
It's nuts. It's like, it doesn't feel real. So I hear it's really humid here. Like when it gets hot, you get hot. You start sweating your butt off. But there, like, it's sunny all day, but it's not humid. It's dry heat. So you're just always in the sun. It actually doesn't feel real just because it's so nice there. Like the breeze doesn't stop. It's just not like hot sun beaming on you. Like there's a cool breeze all throughout the day. You know, it's definitely amazing. It's a lot different than what I'm used to here. But yeah, the weather, I really enjoyed it while I was down there.
Sounds like you might be pushing behind the scenes for the Padres to want to draft you then.
If everything goes right, maybe I'll be in California one day playing in crazy good weather.
From little Max, playing, at a young age, obviously, and you dream about things like this, knowing that we're really close to the time where, these things are going to start getting decided. Has that hit you as it's getting real now?
Yeah, for sure. Probably like midway through my high school season, it kind of hit me that like, all these guys are taking their time and a lot of money, and the teams are using their resources to get people over and flying people from all across the country to come watch me to potentially, invest in me as a long-term investment. So it definitely hit me. It hit my parents really hard. So at one point, it was just a lot, dealing with it because I've always been serious about baseball. It's what I've wanted to do, but at a certain point, I think everybody gets to a level of understanding of what their life is actually going to be like. And right now, I'm kind of just, I'm really excited and I'm ready for it to happen, but I also don't know what it's going to be like. So I'm kind of just mentally preparing myself for, the next chapter. And if I'm out playing pro ball, it's a completely different scene. It's a new world for me. I'm coming in as a young player, not that there aren't other young players there, but, it's just different. So right now I'm just enjoying my time and getting my mind right for, when it becomes a job at the same time.
Who was your favorite team growing up?
Favorite team. I mean, I just like watching the Phillies just because they're close. So like I put the Phillies game on, but like this year, my favorite team probably watching like the past 2 years has been the Dodgers just because they're stacked and, they have all these super athletes on their team. So I don't, for purposes, I don't have a favorite team, but there are some teams that are more exciting to watch than others. Yeah.
How about shortstops growing up? Who do you enjoy watching?
One of my favorite shortstops was Anderson Simmons. I don't know if he's not as a talked about shortstop as other people, but he's always been one of my favorites. I seen it when he was with the Braves, probably around like he was I think he's a more than 3-time Gold Glove winner at shortstop. He's an amazing shortstop. Like I don't think he gets the credit he deserves or the cameras and the lights in action, but yeah, he's definitely one of the guys I've always watched. And then the past 2 years, obviously Trey Turner's been insane just because his fielding percentage is so great, but he's also one of the best leadoff hitters, if not one of the best hitters in Major League Baseball. And then also Dansby Swanson. He's had like an amazing past 3 years with the Braves. So those are probably like the 3 most exciting shortstops that I've seen that are also consistent, hitting. So those have probably been the guys. But yeah, definitely Anderson Simmons when I was growing up. My dad used to talk to me about like Ozzie Smith and some of the other shortstops around his time. So he would always ask me who I like watching. When I said Simmons, he was like, "Oh," it's like usually people say like favorite shortstop is Derek Jeter, or, the new guys that come in like Tatis. But he's one of my guys. I've always watched him. Used to watch his like highlights on YouTube and everything. So
special to just watch him field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we are very excited for you. Certainly appreciate you taking some time with us on preview week here. We know that that's going to be a very, very exciting, couple days, and certainly wish you the best.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Definitely. Max Martin, our guest on preview week. We'll hopefully talk to him after some good news coming up, and we'll catch everyone next time.